a beautiful jab, a good amateur background, real firm in his stance. He's got straight punches. He really does a lot of things that are nice and that are right.
Yeah, but Champ, he picked up a bad habit when he's fighting. He's lazy. He's not throwing the punches. You have to throw the punches. You have to bang, 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 bang. You know, you can't hit the ball as we spoke earlier unless you swing that bat.
You got to hit. It's a hit sport. It's a hurting sport.
Take a look at the numbers, see how these two match up. Of course, Grant with a decided experience edge on Mcgee, but Mcgee at 33 years of age, of course, feels he has to accelerate his career right now if he's going to have any shot whatsoever in the heavyweight division. Grant is now 32, and quite honestly, the clock is ticking on him a little bit as well. So no tomorrows really for either one of these guys.
I say that boxing is not a contact sport, it's a collision sport. When that jab and that right hand comes hit your head.
I think somebody said that about football too, didn't they?
I don't know that one.
I think it was Vince Lombardi who said that. Here's Mark Bureau.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Freedom presents the next contest of the evening, scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Your referee for this event is Jerry Lagarde. Introducing now the principals first in the red corner to my left, wearing the black and red trunks, weighing in at 228 pounds. His professional record reads 13 victories, 6 defeats. He has 7 wins by knockout. He hails from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Here is Marcus Migraine Mcgee. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing white trunks, black trim, weighing 256 pounds, pro record 40 victories, 3 defeats. He has 31 wins by knockout. He hails from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Here is Michael Grant. 8 rounds, heavyweight.
Gentlemen, you received your instructions in the locker room. When I say stop, I expect you to stop boxing immediately and take 1 step back. Protect yourselves at all times. I will take points away for falls. Any questions? Good luck.
Michael Grant, God bless, and now I'm going to knock your head off.
Yes, here's, I was always a religious fighter because I believed it was better to give than to receive.
Very good, very good.
Michael Grant showing us some of that. Grant really has a lot of skills and was on his way to being one of the big wigs of boxing when he got knocked out by Lennox Lewis in the 2nd round. That back in April of 2000. Since then, he's lost twice, 2 other times, and still trying to rebuild, trying to get back to where he once was, to be a force in this heavyweight division, and it's really a heavyweight division that is wide open.
Yeah, and he must throw the punches. He can't throw that little jab out there, jab, jab. You know, he got to bang.
McGuinn's got to stay in this fight early, Mcgee, I beg your pardon, or it's going to be over for him.
He is, and he has to get inside. He got to stay low. He knows what he has to do. We were talking to him earlier. You heard him. He has to get inside. He can't stay on the outside of that reach. 86 inches.
It's unbelievable. A big guy like Mike Grant, you know, after he throws that jab, he's not throwing that hard right hand.
Well, after the recent problems that he has had and the 3 losses that we talked about, it may be a little bit apprehensive and glove shy, Michael Grant. You know, this is a sport when you do one thing, and for what is it? For everything that happened, there's a counter. Well, sometimes you get countered and you stop doing the one thing. Holding the right hand a bit.
Now, Mcgee has lost 4 of his last 7 fights against not exactly household name fighters. So he really is, at 33 years of age, headed for the T, for the cross in the road.
Yes, he is, and he is a heavyweight, and anything can happen in this heavyweight division. You know, if he could wind up and throw one of those home run balls, this fight might be over. He does have 7 KOs in his 13 wins, so he does have some power. But like we're saying, you got to throw him. You got to punch. Wind up and throw him. Slow start for this opening round.
Yeah, Michael Grant not doing very much either. Neither man really doing much business.
What did he throw? 2 right hands or something? I can't understand Mike why he doesn't blast that right hand. Look at it.
Yeah, not throwing it yet. Grant not really using the jab too much either.
No, and really, you know, we saw Marcus Mcgee warming a little. Grant looks like he came into this fight bone dry, like he's in the back thinking about being somewhere else. Better get ahead in the fight. Second round coming up.
Michael Grant, are you?
Behind him, jabbing his chest, backing him up.
You know, stand up and start punching.
Backing him up, he's made every mistake in the book.
See if Michael Grant is listening.
His corner didn't tell him nothing about the right hand. They're just telling the jab.
And as you know, it's very important.
Let's go.
So we start the second round. Not much to speak of in the first round for either man.
No, and you know, that's really on Michael Grant. I mean, he is the one that's trying to prove that he is a force. He is the one that is trying to show that he belongs to the upper echelon of boxing. If he's going to do that, he's got to excite the crowd. He's got to put fear in the hearts of his opponents. In the hearts of his opponents, yes. Everybody has one heart still, don't they?
Well, you talked about this being a wide open division, and certainly the heavyweight division is right now. There's nobody who's grasped it by the throat. A lot of people thought that it was going to be Michael Grant who was going to do that prior to his Lennox Lewis fight.
Oh, yeah.
But the door's still open.
Oh, it is, but he has to put it in gear big time.
I would
You talked about his age, too. He can't be standing around waiting, 32 years old.
You know, champ, I'd be ashamed of myself if I was that big. I wouldn't come out blasting.
Oh, he's very talented, too. He's got great talent, just you got to use it.
He needs a booster rocket.
Overhand right by McGee.
That's what McGee needs to do. You know, Michael Grant, raised in the amateurs, a lot of amateur fights. He's been through the fights with the skilled boxers. What I'd say for McGee is just go out there and windmill it, barnstorm out there, throw punches on the outside, throw unusual shots, confuse him.
The crowd is getting a little restless here, and quite honestly, I don't blame him. Michael Grant is doing nothing. He's posing. Not that McGee is doing much.
No, he's not. But and when McGee comes in, Michael just lets him come in and ties him up.
That was the first right hand. I can remember Grant throwing. It was not much.
I talk to fighters who say, well, my opponent was holding. He kept holding. And I'll tell you right now, it takes 2 to tango. There are 2 people holding in there.
Left hand break from McGee.
Yeah, we had so much hope for Michael Grant. And we've seen the skills in the past. And how do you reignite a fighter who has been there, but he's lost it?
He has to pick up combinations, jab, jab, right hand, left hook or something, but it's all... He looks like an amateur up there.
Break it up.
He's just not doing anything. I mean, he's giving away rounds. I gave the first round to McGee just because I thought he did a little bit more. I don't think he did much, but I thought he did a little bit more.
McGee's trying. He doesn't have the skills.
Right. And here again, he's going to steal this round.
He's punching. Boy, you know, they say sports, what do they say? Sports is 90% mental and, of course, 90% physical, but this is a good example of it. Here's a guy, Michael, all kinds of physical skills. Get your head in the game.
I'm still working on that.
Nothing. Okay? You got to work, McGee. You got to work. You wanted this, you got it.
That is Tommy D's in the corner of Marcus Mcgee.
You just falling in.
And that's the guy that we think is winning this fight.
Slide left or right. You punch. You understand?
He does not want to be here, McGee. Trust me.
You don't want to be here,
Catching him
McGee.
on the worst night. Get him. Take it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hold the time. Hold the time. Go.
So here we go, round 3, and both corners really giving pep talks to their fighter. Neither fighter doing much. It's just that Mcgee is doing a little bit more. It's not pretty, but he's just doing more. I mean, if Grant truly wants to get back into the heavyweight picture, he's got to jump this guy right now.
Well, somebody like Mcgee, and we talked about Grant's skills. He got a lot of nice punches, pretty shots, but you can't drag yourself down to somebody like a Mcgee. Mcgee's tough. He tries to throw punches. He's the one that's hustling. I've got him winning the first 2 rounds, and he's hustling. And I'm proud of him for that, but he doesn't possess the skills or the composure that Michael Grant has.
I mean, you really just have to wonder, losing a fight like he did to Lennox Lewis, and it's probably not even a Lennox Lewis fight. I don't believe that's hurting him so much. He lost to a sort of quasi-contender in Jamil McCline, and then he lost the other fight to Gwynn that really makes you wonder.
Oh, of course, well, Dominic Gwynn was a cruiserweight who moved into the heavyweight division, and he did in that fight the same thing that Marcus Mcgee is doing in this fight. He just out-hustled Michael. Michael stood around and, posed and waited and hesitated, and all of a sudden the 10th round came upon him.
And this time he's only got 8.
Fight with Dominic Gwynn, KO in the 7th for Dominic at Atlantic City. Dominic at the time was 21-0.
Yeah, and I don't mean that as a rap on Dominic Gwynn. I think he's a quality fighter, but he's a guy that, for all intent, Michael Grant should beat.
Of course, and he's got a lot of different skills, but not the grooming, not the posturing, not the positioning that Michael Grant has. Not the pedigree. Michael putting a few more together this round.
But nothing that, makes you sit up.
Nothing that really sparks fear in the heavyweight division. Watching Mike Tyson come up as a young fighter who was hungry, he struck fear in his opponents and in the crowd. He was exciting to watch. People got excited about boxing. That's what the heavyweight division needs.
Well, Grant has that appearance because he's got such a great body, of course. Has that appearance that he can get his guy out of there anytime he wants, but obviously that's not so. It has not been so yet tonight. Guy's a great athlete. Participated in a lot of sports.
Well, the end of round 3, and there it comes. I never wanted to hear that. The boos from the crowd. And Michael Grant's got to be thinking to himself, I need to get going here.
If you're not using that jab for me. So listen, if you ain't going to use that jab, I need you to start drawing up.
And we're listening, Gene, to the corner man talk to Michael. He's telling him it sounds like the right things to do, but my father put me on the griddle.
This is easier in the gym because he can't fight like down here. He can't fight like Timo. Don't allow him to fight. Yeah? Start ripping that left hook to the body. Yeah?
Michael Grant has been trained by Buddy McGirt. That is not Buddy McGirt who's in his corner tonight. Buddy McGirt has become a very good trainer. Nice right hand from Mcgee. Best punch of the fight.
Wow. Yeah, and Mcgee getting more and more confident.
Now left hand. Mcgee getting very confident here.
And this one only scheduled for 8 rounds, too. Michael used to going 10, 12 rounds.
Well, McGee's just able to get inside the jab of Michael Grant so easily.
And again, a testament to a well-schooled, good jab, a good left jab. You can sit with jabbing coaches that can teach you how to use that jab to your benefit, both offense and defense. Move it laterally. There's a coach that can help you with a jab. Buddy McGirt can do that.
Guys. Center of the ring. Here we go. Center of the ring.
You've got to get a fighter that will listen, that will follow instruction. That's why it's so vital that you go into a fight with the person that's been in the gym with you. giving you instructions, teaching you, training you, grooming you. You know, he's wily, I'll tell you. Marcus Mcgee ties up when he has to. He catching his breath in there. He's pulling, he's pushing, he's hard to fight, he's unorthodox.
He's crowding him very well, I think. Again, like I said, getting inside the jab.
Stop, step back, here we go. Box.
Marcus Mcgee is a guy who's done a lot of his fighting in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a place is not exactly known as hotbeds of boxing.
Stop. It's forearm. Watch that forearm, okay?
What's the forearm? What Michael's doing is trying to push with that forearm to keep Mcgee at the end of his punches. See, there he is again. Keep him out there. And then the way to do that is get that jab working. Pop that jab out there. Get the extension on your arm. Lock the elbow every time. That'll keep your opponent out at the end, and then you can crack the right cross.
I think this is McGee's best round.
Yeah. Oh, low blow.
Step back.
That was low.
Put your head up. Get those gloves
That was
up.
low.
Box.
Wow.
I'm not going to say it was low. Definitely hurt it.
Grant's best punch.
And the funny part is, Larry Holmes used to say,
There's nothing funny about it.
No.
I've been hit there. It's smarts. Oh, good jab. Indeed.
Grant looking for that body shot again. Well, this is... And now here we go to round 5. Remember, this is only an 8-round fight. Michael Grant's going to have to get on the gas. In McGee's corner, you heard him be asked whether or not Grant was hurting him, and he said no. I think that body shot, or in that case, a low blow, did hurt him.
Well, sometimes you got to use one of those to slow down your opponent when they're all over you. Sometimes when you're confused, you don't know what to do in the ring, you're a little bemused, your punches seem to drift. Part of that focus, too. Part of the focus that Michael Grant has lost.
Grant trying to work the jab.
The focus of your punches, the focus of you taking shots as well is extremely important. I mean, look at Grant. You can see that he's been in the gym. He's been working out. But he's just been going through the motions.
Just missed with that left hand. Definitely utilizing the jab much more in this round.
If he utilized it any, he'd be utilizing it more.
Right hand, however, is still a wound.
He's been missing in this fight.
Grant much busier in this round.
Gotta play catch up. They asked Mcgee if he was tired. He said no. Oh, that was
that right cross again.
Just vexing. You know, it's just vexing. It just shows that one punch, and you get hit with it.
And McGee really is not much of a secret. I mean, he telegraphs his punches. It's a here it comes punch.
Sends a letter and then an email.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then here, over here, my punch is coming. Yeah. And he's visibly tired. The fatigue manifest on Marcus Mcgee right now. Still trying though. He's got guts, determination.
Well, I think he's still winning the fight. But you're right, he is slowed down visibly. Good left hand. That drove McGee backward.
Stop, here we go. Step back, I got it.
Grant, I think, should realize he's got his man tired and I think maybe even a little bit hurt right now.
Window is open, and it's a 5th round. Remember, a lot of times these fighters, in those middle rounds, they can't see the 8. They can't see that far down the road. They can see one round at a time, and a lot of them can hang around for 1 or 2 rounds. The 3 rounds, that's a long time. So right now, if you're Michael Grant, really pick it up. You only have 20 seconds left in this round, but you're really making him hurt.
He's done much better.
Oh yeah, Michael really, I see the focus in Michael now.
You know,
the intent.
And he does have an effective jab. When he throws it, it's not a bad jab. End of 5.
Well, a little bit more here's what he was talking about. Don't just stand there and let him hit you. Bring that uppercut in. What a great weapon. What an effective punch, especially for somebody like Michael Grant, who is so tall. Everybody's shorter than him. Hit him with an uppercut, bring their head up.
So we're ready to go to round 6, scheduled for 8. Grant much more on the gas in that last round. I thought his best round of the fight.
That's certainly a different complexion in that 5th than the first 4. Grant sharper. Crisp. Look at him getting down. I love that. My father always told me, never let your opponent get underneath you. Even though you're taller than him, you fight down, you fight low. Your reach will be better. You'll be able to see him. Your balance will be better. Get down. Get down to put him down. A lot of clinching. You know, when your opponent's clinching like that, and I've heard it so many times. My opponent was clinching. You got to pull your arms out and punch. Pull your hands out and punch. They'll stop clinching with you. Pull them out there and start whapping away.
And again, Grant not throwing the jab in this round.
And then on the outside, you got to use the jab. Utilize that jab to keep your opponent off you. Then you can set up the right hand. Right there, jab, jab, jab while he's outside.
Lets him duck in.
Yeah, once he comes in, then it's all over. He's going to tie up, Spider-Man. Get his arms wrapped around you. There is a system to this madness. It is the art of boxing.
Mcgee is a tired fighter. There's no question about it. He does not have good right hand.
Good right hand.
One only, though.
He is tired, and it's a shame he isn't in better shape coming into this fight because he's got this fight. He's got the fight won if he could just hang on and keep throwing punches and win another round and maybe 2.
Low blow right there from Grant, too. He's just trying to load up his one punch here.
McGee's tired. His gloves are heavy. They're 12 ounces, but they feel like 12 pounds. Nothing there to really show fear, to show explosion, excitement.
McGee, you can see where Grant just pushes him off with one arm. He's taking 3 steps backward.
Oh, Grant's very strong. Good balance for Michael.
Look at that. I mean, that's a tired fighter.
Stop!
Borderline shots.
This is round 7 and a tired fighter in Marcus Mcgee. But Grant does not take advantage of it.
You know, the timing, the tempo of the fight is vital to a fighter. You, as a boxer, especially in this heavyweight division, as a top world-class fighter, you must understand the different levels of that speed. You slow your opponent down to a walk, and then you speed up quickly and then slow back down. You take these different tempos, and you'll knock them out. They can't keep up with you. I'll say it because I would like to see that from Michael. You know, I've seen it in the past. I know he can do it.
But you have to ask yourself, honestly, I mean, he's got a guy who it looks to me like he can get rid of anytime he wants, but he's just not.
The guy's hanging in there. You know, the guy is a survivor. He's a veteran. He's been around the block. He knows his way, and he's doing everything he can just to keep from getting knocked out.
He basically got pushed down. We're not going to call out a knockdown, but I'll tell you what. It'll take one punch.
Come on, let's go. Box.
And I think McGee's legs are just absolutely gone.
You know, at the first of this fight, also, Barry, you were talking about the midsection of Mcgee. There's a big left hook from Mcgee. Yeah,
bounced
still
off the
showing.
rope.
You talked about the midsection. We've seen no body attack whatsoever from Michael.
Stop!
Missed with a short uppercut. Coming down to 1 minute remaining here in round 7 of an 8-round fight.
Here we go. Box.
An 8-round fight that really should not be in the 7th round. Michael Grant has proven that he is a world-class fighter, but taking a step back tonight. And I do expect more. I've seen him better. I know he can be better. And he has no time to waste. Low blow.
Hey, stop.
There was another one.
Get them punches up. Get them punches up. You got it? Box.
First warning for the low blow. We've seen several of those from Michael. And for Michael to go low being that tall, really is
Stop. Step back.
question his concentration.
Well, and Mcgee is just, I don't want to say he's out, but he's just, they touch gloves, and if Mcgee can gather himself here, on my card at least, this fight could still be a draw if he wins this last round. But this may go down as a W for Grant, but nothing more than that.
There we go.
And I tell you, I give Mcgee a lot of credit. He doesn't have the schooling, the skills, the training, the shape, the condition, and he's still in there, fighting.
Step back, guys.
Michael, I'm a little disappointed because I know he can do better. I know he can. I've seen him fight. He could be a world beater, but he's got to bring it all together. He's missing the important elements.
Stop. Center of the ring, guys. Center of the ring.
The hunger.
Center of the ring.
The desire.
Box.
This has been, in my opinion, just a dismal performance, no matter what way it goes. And I got him winning the fight now.
Whoa.
A little bit of a frustration.
Okay, come on.
Now, if they take a point away from him, that could be a factor.
Interesting.
Let's go. Next time you're out of here.
Next time you're out.
I never heard that one before, Sean.
Well, that would be the third warning. He's gotten a warning for a low blow, and this would be a warning for throwing down your opponent. Trying to throw down Michael Grant.
Now, if I were Mcgee, I'd find a way to get pushed down.
Mcgee just no snap in his punches, but oh damn.
Step back, guys. Step back. Here we go. Box.
1 minute left in this fight. It has not been a thing of beauty. Good body shot. They say low. Mcgee says low.
Yeah, Mcgee's got that cuff that's pulled up around his waist. That soundproof protector, you see it, the belt sticking out there, the girdle. There's the right hand.
Mcgee is just gone, and down he goes.
Taking a point away. Time. He shoved him down. Taking a point away for shoving.
That one I thought might have been a knockdown.
I thought it was a left hook.
Right? Get up.
But the referee.
Come on, get up. You all right?
That might have been a low blow.
Box.
Well, maybe it was. Now that point could hurt him. Because remember, I thought Mcgee won a lot of the early rounds.
Yes, me too. I had him winning the first 4. The tide turned in that 5th, and it was Michael that started putting the combinations together and remained focused.
And that's it. And Mcgee survived. And I mean just.
With those 2 points taken away, that he could probably lost that round.
That made
Troy Lowry.
years of age, doing his best Rocky right here, coming out backlit with the red-white striped trunks.